Today, guys, we're going to be going over some of the best muscle cars in GTA 5, starting off with the Buffalo STX. You can purchase it for $2.15 million. If you unlock the trade price, you can get it for $1.61 million. It has a 126 mile per hour top speed, which is really fast. It's rear-wheel drive, and of course, it has special features like being an armored vehicle, and it can be fitted with Imani tech, which means you can get a remote control unit or a missile jammer on this car, so it is really beneficial. Plus, it looks really cool, and I am really happy Rockstar released this car so late in GTA 5's life, I guess, because their design element changed so much over the years. If they released this before, it wouldn't look as nice. Now, you got a beautiful Dodge Charger in GTA 5. It's super fast, has all kinds of cool features, and in general, it's just a pretty awesome vehicle. Next, we have the Dominator ASP, which you could purchase for $1.775 million. You could unlock the trade price and get it for $1.3 million, which is pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. It has a top speed of 119 miles per hour, but in-game, it feels a lot faster. It is also rear-wheel drive and handles really damn well. It is a really great car to race with, and plus, it just looks beautiful. I know this was one of the most hyped-up cars from the update when it came out, and honestly, it's still one of the nicest looking Mustangs we have in GTA Online. Comparing this to the Dominator GTX, which is super ugly, this thing is phenomenal. Like I said, Rockstar's design element has changed so much, so adding a car like this, when they did, was perfect. It looks flawless, and honestly, when you compare it to the real-life version of this car, it literally looks identical. Once again, the car is awesome. Next, we have the Dominator GTT, which you could purchase for $1.2 million, or unlock the trade price and get it for $915,000, which is pretty cheap. It's also rear-wheel drive, and honestly, it's really not the fastest car, not great in races, but it is a beautiful car, with tons of awesome customizations. Now, in my opinion, in order for a car to be one of the best muscle cars in the game, it doesn't need to be the best at everything. It's just got to be good at one thing, I guess. And this car is good at looking damn sexy. When it came out, I was like, you know what, I don't really like it, until I took it into the custom shop and upgraded it. Then I bought a couple more of them, made a couple different styles of it, and I still love this car to this day because it has a bunch of cool mods, and overall, I just love the look of this Mustang. Next up, we have the Vapid Ellie, which you guys could purchase for $565,000, and if you unlock the trade price, you can get it for about $420K, which is dirt cheap for such a nice car. It has a top speed of only 106 miles per hour, and it is rear-wheel drive. Same thing with the Dominator GTT here. I have to say, it's not the best when it comes to racing, top speed, or anything like that. At the end of the day, though, this thing is absolutely stunning, and it has a pretty decent amount of customizations available for it as well. I honestly really just love the look of the car, and like I said, for it to be one of the best muscle cars, it doesn't need to be the best at racing. I just think it looks beautiful. Next up, we have the Future Shock Imperator. This thing is phenomenal. You could purchase it for $2.2 million or unlock the trade price and get it for an easy 1.7 mil, which is honestly pretty cheap for such an amazing vehicle. You could upgrade it with Arena War modifications if you want. You could put the bare minimum on like I did. Just toss some turrets on there, maybe some blades, nitrous, a jump boost, a shunt boost, anything you want. That's one of the things I love about this car. It is amazing when it comes to abilities. Not only that, it's also very fast. You take this thing to the airport, do some drag races, and of course, if you guys do have the nitrous on it, you will be able to fly. It can hit 132 miles per hour normally. With nitrous, though, this thing will absolutely demolish, especially if you launch it right. And then, of course, if you really want to, you could fully upgrade it and make it look absolutely crazy like this thing does. You could put a kinetic mortar on the back of it as well, which will launch anybody away if they're trying to chase you down or something. It's going to be hard for them, though, because this car is so damn fast. It's been one of my favorite cars in GTA Online for a while, and I just gotta say, it's pretty freaking amazing. Next up is the Gauntlet Hellfire. Sadly, I couldn't upgrade it because it kept glitching out in-game. Anyways, you could purchase it for only $745,000. It has a top speed of 125 miles per hour, and it is rear-wheel drive. This thing is pretty amazing. Sometimes muscle cars don't have the best handling, but I have to say, when I use this thing in races, it actually performs pretty damn well. It's definitely not the best. The next car we're going to talk about is pretty amazing, but this thing is still awesome. I just wish Rockstar released it a bit later, so then it could have had their new design element on it, because honestly, the way they design cars now looks amazing, and I have to say, comparing this to the Buffalo STX, you know, this thing looks ugly as hell. But it is still a great car, super fast, and the best part is, it's super cheap. Next up is the beautiful Ruiner ZZ8, which you could purchase for $1.3 million with a 115 mile per hour top speed. It is also rear-wheel drive. This is the car that I've been using a little bit in muscle car races. It actually slaps. It may not be the fastest car on the road, but this thing handles so damn well. Like, you take it into a muscle car race, it doesn't even feel like you're driving a muscle car here. Like, it literally feels like it has the handling of a really good sports car. You're flying by all these other guys, going around turns like it's nothing. This car is honestly pretty damn amazing, and it has a ton of cool upgrades. I have to say, it is a beautiful vehicle, and for only $1.3 million, I have to say, it's actually a steal. Next up, we have the Tulip, which you could purchase for $718,000 with a 112 mile per hour top speed. Now, this car does one thing well, and that's going to be drag race. Now, remember, my friend used to take this thing to the airport all the time, and any car I pulled up in, this car would beat it. I believe it actually beat out, or almost beat out, a laser in a drag race one time. It was insane. If you guys can wheelie on this car properly and then hold it, this thing will absolutely fly. And the best part is, it's not super hard to wheelie with it on console. On PC, it's a bit harder, but I do have to say it does one thing well, like I said, and that's going to be wheelie. Plus, it also looks pretty damn sexy. Like, look at the customization on this thing, guys. It looks absolutely beautiful. The Tulip is great for drag racing. And finally, we have the Vigero ZX, which you could purchase for $1.9 million. It has a beautiful top speed of 125 miles per hour, but you could fit it with HSW modifications, and it can reach speeds of almost 160 miles per hour. This is an insane vehicle. It has amazing customizations, and it looks beautiful when you customize it exactly like how I did here, making it look just like Bumblebee. This car is fast, this car handles well, and it's definitely one of the most popular cars from the most recent update in GTA Online, and I'm pretty sure we can all agree it is definitely one of the best muscle cars in GTA Online for looks, performance, and customization. This thing is an absolute beast. Anyways, guys, those are some of the best muscle cars in GTA Online, in my opinion. Like I said, not everything is based on performance. Sometimes you just want a nice looking muscle car, and you don't care how fast it is. The Dominator GTT, the Vapid Ellie, they're beautiful cars. They're not the best in terms of performance, but they are really, really nice muscle cars. Let me know down below in the comments section, what muscle cars do you think are the best in GTA Online? In terms of anything, performance, customizations, looks, it doesn't matter. Let me know down below. Just before we end things off for today, if you guys want to join one of the best RP servers in the world, check out Grand RP. There's a brand new update coming out in just a couple days, and it is going to be absolutely insane. I would highly recommend checking it out. The link is down below in the description. But anyways, thank you so much for watching the video, and with that said, I will catch you guys in the next one.